Welcome to Tuesday Live, everyone.
Morning.
Hi, Jess. Hi, Mandy.
Hi.
So, a really funny thing just kind of happened backstage before we hit go live. Mandy's new webcam glitched out, which is a good segue to discuss all of the glitches that we've had in the last week or so. Has anyone else been noticing that?
Yeah, it was so glitchy.
Emails and internet, especially.
Driving.
Don't driving.
Don't get killed out there because, holy cow.
Public service announcement from Jessie May.
I'm not even joking.
No, from me too. I noticed she told me, and then we went out and about
checked on
Friday
me,
and Saturday.
I'm like, I almost got killed 3 times on the way to work. Be careful.
Yeah. And it was just like random stuff too. Just like people stopped in the middle of the road for no reason, no hazards, no signals, no nothing. Pedestrians just willy-nilly running across the street. I couldn't believe how many accidents and near misses we had, or almost accidents and near misses, like just craziness.
I love saying willy-nilly. It was though.
So
running stoplights, and I'm like, that is that's red. Okay.
I'm like, so we don't stop for stoplights anymore either.
Blinkers. It's fine. It's only like one of the busiest states in the nation, but that's cool.
So yeah, interesting.
That's all I got. Just don't die driving.
I'm just really grateful that you're both still here with me. I would have been quite devastated.
Well, I'm only partly joking. I'm partly joking, but it's like could have happened.
It was shockingly hazardous and dangerous, and you were so right when you warned me. So.
Jeez,
so yes, the glitches in all of the things still abound. I think it had a lot to do with we had a big Pluto turn retrograde on May 2nd. So this is the first time in our lives we're experiencing this now Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. So I think that had a lot to do with it. Like Aquarius is our technology, and Mercury is still in the post-retrograde shadow period until the 13th. So we have like a double whammy in that energy happening. But I noticed it like emails aren't getting to people. I had to text people that I had to email twice and they just never got the emails, and internet's been glitchy. Yeah. It's weird.
I did some reading on the thing, and yeah, that's for real. For me.
Shit's real.
With the yeah, Pluto and I are good old Pluto. Old friend.
Yep. Yes.
Hello, old friend. But the new moon, right?
Yay. Yes, we have a magical new moon incoming tonight. Extremely powerful and magical, coming off all the energies that we've just been through over the last couple of months. So I put a link in the description to my Astro-Weather check for it if anyone wants to check it out any further. But this could be a good, like in the readings today, kind of infuse your intentions with whatever messages come through for you. And we have Kara that just joined, and she says, "Hey, goddesses, so happy I finally made it live. So happy to see you too, Kara. It's been a while."
It's cool.
So we have Kara.
YouTube too, because this is our first time trying it just on YouTube. So I'm glad someone found it.
Yes. So yes, moving forward, we will be live streaming only on YouTube. So welcome everyone catching the live here today. And then the replays, we can also they'll be on our YouTube as always, but we can share those as well to our other socials. So just as far as, requesting live readings and joining the live stream, it'll just be on YouTube moving forward indefinitely for right now. So Kara, if you'd like a reading today in today's live, let us know. Just pop that in the comments. And if there's anybody else watching, just let us know if you want a reading. And if not, we can do just like, chat about the new moon, and we can do general polls if anybody wants to. And I actually have a tarot card of the week that it lines up very well with the energies. So I wanted to share that too. What's everyone feeling while we're waiting for readings?
I just have a question about the new moon.
Yeah.
It feels well, all new moons feel like a bit more hopeful than other times for me, but this one feels more. I mean, not necessarily with the hope, but just like I don't even know what I'm trying to say actually, but it feels newer than a normal new moon for me or something.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
a thing in
Me
general?
3.
It's a thing. Well, for Mandy, for you and me, it's extra special because it's in Taurus and that's our rising sign. So that's also a rising sign is your first house also. So we have a clean slate in a real way because we're getting to set our new moon intentions in the first house of our chart and then kind of progress forward now through, the wheel of our chart. So for Taurus risings out there, for us, it is actually like a clean slate because it's our first house. So we can really like
Amen.
infuse intentions for the rest of the new moons of the year, kind of starting with this one.
I feel
Just
it.
for you, it's in a different space, but I just feel like that eclipse had just was like a huge clearing out energetically of a lot. And this is the first new moon now on the other side of eclipse season. So it also has a lot of supportive aspects to it. There's really no like squares or big challenges that we usually touch on. So it's all just like all the planets in Aries and Taurus primarily, a couple in Pisces still, but the ones in Pisces are supporting the ones in Taurus. It's called a sextile. It's 60 degrees between planets, and the tagline for understanding sextiles is just like sextiles are sexy. So it's just like a really supportive energy, and it's very specific to 2 to 3 spaces of your chart. So it's like really honing in on those spaces wherever your Taurus, Aries, and Pisces houses are. So it's just like there's a lot of forward momentum now, kind of coming out of the retrograde, coming post eclipse season. We're in that integration phase, which we talked about last time. So it's just like really beautiful. And Venus is ruling it. Venus is in Taurus now. Mars is in Aries now. So they're both in one of their home signs. So there's just a lot of energy that's just really feel good about the whole thing.
I did notice there was a lot of planets in Taurus. Would that affect me as a Taurus sun more than normal? Or that
Yeah,
would
there's a lot going over your sun. So this is a really good time for you, especially to really hone in on pieces of your identity, your consciousness, authenticity.
And then also, so so a Scorpio would feel stuff too, being that it's the opposite sign.
Mm-hmm. Wherever there's an opposition, there's an opportunity for balance. So if you don't have anything clustered on Taurus, if you have more clustered in Scorpio, then it's kind of a good practice to maybe set some intentions and balancing out the polarity.
I've got both, so maybe that's why
I know you do.
feeling some sort of way that I can't even explain. Honestly, this is not making. I'm not making sense.
You are
a bit, maybe.
I love you so much in all of your aspects.
I just was wondering why it's a bit extra this time, and so all my things are in both of the things, and so that's why. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, you're on night shift now, Kara. Who wants to read for Kara?
I'll go first.
Whoever wants to.
Go ahead, Jess. Jess said it before me.
So I'm gonna use my animal deck, and then I really am liking these crystal cards that it's just like has a crystal on each one, and then it says like what it's good for. So whether you have one of those, or if you want to go find one, or I realized you could probably just meditate on the idea of it or the picture of it or something like that too. So I'm gonna do just feeling the animals. They're just, all the critters are coming out. Like my wiggle butt groundhog friend has just been all over the yard. And I'm so excited. Deer, bear, more bears.
Aww.
The bears got our garbage this week. All right.
Oh, no.
It's okay. Rob cleaned it up. So we have Pelican, which says underneath forgiveness. Let go of your judgments. Oh, gosh. Yeah. That's always a good idea. But I feel like there's a lot of times we don't even realize we have judgments. Until something would bring our attention to like this card, and then maybe a reflection on places where you assume things, or maybe this is talking about judging yourself. Kind of feels like that too. Maybe not completely, but being harsh on yourself isn't going to do any good. And I also pulled buffalo. Oh man, the buffalo's been coming up big time for me recently too, in particular the white buffalo. So buffalo says abundance underneath. You are provided for in all ways. So that falls into our concept of surrender for May, I would say. Knowing you're provided for in all ways would allow you to just give all of your, I'm going to use the right word, maybe concerns. I wouldn't say worries or issues even. It's not like that. Like concerns. If you can give your concerns up to the universe in a surrender, this buffalo spirit will help you do that, because they're here to remind you that you're provided for in all ways. And so that goes with trust as well, because you would have to trust the universe to have your back. And maybe letting go of judgment of the universe, even whether it's there for you or not. Had a whole side of my family show. No. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna I would, so there's probably is a lot of judgments there, and it's okay to feel them, but I'm feeling like it's important to feel the feelings, but if you let them fester inside of you for too long, you are going to be the one that's suffering, not the people that caused your triggers, because they're not, they acted in a way that is not productive, I guess, or not nice or whatever. And so it's not affecting them. They acted that way because it didn't bother them to act that way. So the longer that you let it fester inside of you, it's really only going to upset you. And that's something that I still have to remind myself of. Like, if someone's going to be a jerk, it's because they're being a jerk, and they don't feel bad about it, or they wouldn't be doing it. So then the negative feelings are only yours. It's not worth, I know it's the triggers causing some of the judgments. Yeah, it makes sense. It certainly does. So the deeper lesson would be to examine the triggers. It's not exactly examining the triggers to today or this past event, but it's going back in time to find one of the first times you felt that way, that this current event made you feel. So if you can go backwards and then work on where you found it in your past, that's a quicker way to unravel it, because you didn't get triggered. It's not called a trigger. It's triggering a past event. It's bothering you now because that's a shitty thing to do. But it's triggering something from your past. So going backwards and finding maybe not the first time, if that's possible, or a time in your past where you felt similarly, and work on then. If you can forgive what happened back then, it'll be a lot easier for you to move past what happened this past event. And know that you are provided for in all ways by the universe, whether you decide to confront your family or not. I wouldn't right now. I feel like, actually, whoop, there comes a card. There comes a crystal card. I feel like just let it lie. Don't even, I don't know. It's not worth it. Not right now. So, okay, here we go. Rose quartz, unconditional love, romance, nourishing, soothing. We all know what rose quartz does. This is about I feel like, to do with yourself, though, like the self-love thing. Like, you don't need them at your freaking party anyway, you know. So, has shown up for my kids exactly. Yeah, right. So let's think about is it reasonable to have high expectations of these people to begin with? Probably not. So, you know, look at their past behavior, and it goes kind of right along with how they've always been. So if you can look at it like that, it might soften the blow, because they're acting within their character. So, and just know that it probably won't change. I feel like that's just always going to be like that, even though I don't know for sure, but I just feel like it's not really worth your hurting over, because it's just a bunch of people that you don't really vibe with anyway. So grab onto some rose quartz. I feel like that's a fairly common one for everyone to have or be able to have access to, or just wear some pink or something. I've been trying to make friends with pink. I wore my pink sneakers out today earlier. I kind of hated every second of it. I don't enjoy pink, but I'm trying to love pink, so I put them on. Oh, I appreciate you too. It's just don't even. It just feels like a big old waste of hurt for you. Like I obviously don't know details, but when I tapped into the energy of the whole lot of them, it's just not even worth your time or energy. It's going to take some effort to get through the hurting of the event, but you'll get through it quickly, I feel like. I hope that helps. Grab onto some rose quartz and pair it with a clear quartz to amplify it, and you'll be set for a bit.
I love combining the crystals with these messages, Jess. I'm glad you got that deck.
Me too. It was such an accident. I mean, was it though? But every time I end up saying something like that, I'm like, it was not. But it was kind of, but not. I love it too. And they're little, so it like feels cool. I don't know. They're like smaller than normal. It's like little doodads. You know me and my little doodads, so.
If it's cool, I wanted to say hi to Kara. I love your Facebook profile, and I thought this was a good time to let everyone know that we're going to be releasing Summer Shadow Twerk coming up, and it's a great time for all of us to hold space. And Kara, it's going to be during the day, so maybe you can make it if you're into it this round. And it's going to be at noon on Wednesdays starting in June. We're going 4 months: June, July, August, September. So for all you who like to twerk it and who are doing the work, we're bringing that container back, and I thought I'd let everyone know. So, and I'm right there with you. I love the crystal thing. And it's so nice because I have the rose quartz and now I'm holding it, and I probably needed that too. And I love that you're bringing that in, Jess. Feels good. Still need to get my moldavite. It's coming.
Let me know when you get that so I can prepare myself for you having that also. I got rid of mine. I'm serious. I'm not ready. I thought about it because it came up a couple of times. It came up in the newsletter drawing too. When I pulled that, I almost put it back and pulled a new one, and I'm like, no, you can't do that because that's not how that works. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want just people. And I actually thought to myself, I don't want people running out and getting moldavite willy-nilly. Ursula willy-nilly. But I put it in there anyway, so I can't have it as of right now. I thought about it, if I should maybe get another small piece and try it, and I'm just like, no, I'm cool.
I haven't worked with it yet, and I've worked with so many crystals. I worked in a crystal shop for a year in Florida. Like I've been around them a ton, and it's the first time it showed up for me. So we're gonna give it a try, and it's probably something.
I think too.
What's that, sister?
That it came to you, that it showed up in your life, not that you were like actively trying to. It's different when it shows up versus like someone randomly ends up with some,
Yep.
I feel like
and my intuition tells me it has something to do with healing my vessel. It's going to do something in my body that I need, but we'll see. I'm sure it'll have lots of other side effects too, but yeah, I'll let you know, Jenny or Jesse, Ursula, and I, we're all super energetically connected. So I will let you know when I attain that.
Yeah. And Beth does bring up a good point. We did talk about this last time when the card came up. That yes, you need to find a reputable, trusted source. And the one that I suggested was exquisitecrystals.com. That is my go-to for knowing that what they're selling is real. They're certified. They have all kinds of accreditations. And that's where I've gotten the pieces that I have. So just FYI for everyone. Yes, it is commonly faked because it's relatively expensive and all of the things. So, yeah. So, gals, we've got Jean XO up next. Jean, I actually already pulled for you. You did ask about asking a specific question. You are still welcome to ask specific questions, but I knew you were next on the list, so I pulled for you. I hope that that's okay. And then Beth, you're after Jean. So, Mandy, I'll go for Jean, and then if you want to go for Beth.
Beautiful.
Perfect. So, Jean, I pulled for you. So, I have 3 decks I kind of came out to play today. Work Your Life by Rebecca Campbell. I think that's a really good one. That's very much in alignment with the energy of the new moon that's tonight. And it also has roses on it. So I, just thought that was really cool. And my Astro Codes, I always mess up the name of it. Star Codes Astro Oracle, which was actually gifted to me by Beth. Thank you again, Beth. And my Spirit Cards Oracle, which we used last time. So Jean, the Work Your Light card that came out for you is Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Just look how beautiful that card is. I love that. So, okay, so this is actually a really good answer to that question, I think. Remember that you are the oracle and you are the pillar of light. And I think that it's also important to remember that this is a really good message to trust your intuition in particular. Look at how beautiful that card is. It kind of brings in all of the elements and the rainbows. So trust your intuition on this one. I don't know as far as the person that you're specifically referring to, but just remember that like attracts like. So if you're attracting something in this person's actions that are something that you doesn't resonate fully or isn't in alignment, then it's a good time to look within. We have the opportunity right now to do a lot of looking within, shadow work around everything that's happened since early March with the eclipse season. And I think the next card actually speaks to that. So it's a good time to really just be honest with yourself. And like I said in the beginning, this new moon is really, really magical and there's a lot of supportive energy. So taking action on only setting intentions and carrying forward energies that you only want to see in your life and shedding and releasing those that you don't are really good things to also infuse into this new moon. And then also just self-worth and valuing yourself first and foremost and the relationship with yourself. So that's with Taurus, that's one of the big themes is value, especially self-worth. So I think that could be speaking to this as well. Just remember, like I said, you are the oracle, as it says on the card. And then the card that came out of the Star Codes deck is Ceres, Nurture. So Ceres is one of the goddess asteroids. And Ceres is kind of a, I guess, feminine counterpart to Pluto's energy. And Ceres is an extremely powerful asteroid goddess. It could be an opportunity to look more deeply into this one. See how it has the scythe, but also sunflowers. So Ceres is one of the goddesses associated with the harvest. But also in her story, she is the mother of Persephone, who got taken by Pluto, Hades, and had to spend half of the time of the year in the underworld. So Ceres was not happy about that and laid waste to earth, and famine was one of the things that came out of that. So this could be a really good opportunity to look into those parts of yourself, things that maybe express the lower vibration energies of that, things that maybe you felt betrayed by something or this person you're referring to specifically, and just dive really deeply into what that's showing you about yourself and how you can flip the script on those emotions and stay in the higher vibration and alchemize that into something else. So I think those two energies and messages work really beautifully together for you right now.
Is that spelled with a... Is that
Ceres, Ceres. You can see the symbol up here. It kind of looks like it almost looks like the scythe.
Yeah.
So.
I'm gonna look into that.
Thank you for teaching us.
You're welcome. I'm glad this deck finally wanted to come out to play because I get to talk about some of the things that I don't work with as much. So it's education for me too. Thank you, Beth. Hope that resonated, Jean.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, I pulled for Beth. So I'm doing a little 3-card spread today. So I'm doing a tarot, a rose, and an angel's ancestors. So your first card is 4 of Pentacles. You are, holding on to your things, deciding what you want to do, how you want to show up, and where you want to go. This card shows up a lot for people when they're moving or getting ready to move or thinking about it or thinking about how they want to move forward in their life and what they can do to release and to grow. So I feel like this is very in alignment for you right now. And that's you. That's your tarot card at the moment. Then you get, for the rose card, the Mother Rose, returning to each other, compassion, humanity. This, Beth, has a lot to do with making choices to mother yourself. As you mother yourself, as you show up for yourself, you heal all the women that came before you and those who will come after, and you're able to honor what it is your soul and your heart is wanting you to do most for you, and only goodness will come from it. And the best way you can attain this and do this is simply to meet yourself and others with as much compassion as you can as possible in those moments. And it literally says that, returning to each other, compassion and humanity. So the more you can step into that, Jessie May already pulled out the rose quartz for everybody, more and more of that for everyone. It's going to help. So just know that there's a lot of Mother Rose energy coming with you today. Then you get, from the angels and ancestors, Hermit, retreat and recharge. I feel like you have this necklace already. But this is a really nice time for you to choose, again, to do what's best for you, to give yourself permission to do what recharges you most. And sometimes it's not what we think. Sometimes it's not going and being a hermit. Sometimes it's going to a concert or having fun or doing different things or connecting with people you haven't seen in a long time might recharge you. And then also making sure you do your spiritual hygiene and you find that balance, and you make sure as you're coming out of spending time in your own energies that you're protecting yours as you interact with others, and just cleanse and recharge.
Hi.
Yep, we glitched out.
Okay.
I was watching
Mandy-
it on here. I'm like, are we still on there though?
Yep.
All right.
See what I mean?
We're just powerful. It's just love and Pluto and what else?
Oh, we're still in post Shadow Mercury retrograde.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Glitchy Glitch. Hopefully you heard the end of that. Did you hear the end of the Hermit?
The last thing I heard you say, Mandy, was release and recharge.
Yeah.
Spirit says end message now. Beth says.
Heard. Done.
Oh man. All right. So yeah. Evidence of I don't know.
Energies be doing their thing in everybody's corner.
You're welcome, Beth. You're welcome too, Jean. If it didn't resonate immediately, maybe just sit with it. It could be cool to look up the mythology of Ceres too and just dive a little bit more deeply into that story. All the planets have, and the asteroids and all the things kind of have their own stories too that are really fun to kind of dive into when it's not totally clear, there's not complete clarity around it, and then you can kind of draw parallels to what's happening in your own life through the mythology and the stories. So yay, Beth, I'm so excited. Yes, I will see you tomorrow. All right, loves. Well, there aren't any requests at the moment, so we could do group readings or like a group one. I could share the card, the tarot card of the week. What do you want to do?
I want to show you this little birthday gift I got as a surprise in the mail. My friend, this lovely woman, Judy, sent me a Arkansas quartz. She lives in Arkansas.
Nice.
And then ruby zeolite, something like that. I've never had one. I've never had one. It's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. That's got your pink.
So, well, the only time I really like pink is if it's next to brown or green. And so I was like, okay. And
Well,
but
that
it
was
looks,
technically pleasing for you.
but I put it on my card deck like that.
Nice.
I just wanted to show that because that was so super nice and such a surprise out of nowhere. Like I was just like, "What's this?" And it was a birthday present. So I wanted to show that.
I love how the pink is threading through and carrying over. That was one of the things that came up with the Scorpio full moon, which was the full moon that we just had.
It's a
the inner pink lotus was the tagline that I gave it. There was a lot of pink coming up and everything that I was pulling and writing about for that full moon. And now like pink roses are coming up with the Taurus New Moon. And one of the things I said was to just buy yourself a dozen roses or some roses and sit with them with your, in your space while you're writing your new moon intentions, if you have any kind of new moon intention ceremony or anything. So it's kind of cool that that's still like the color is still kind of a theme.
Yeah.
The Dusty Rose pink dragon came out when we were doing readings that day. Remember?
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool.
I love pink. I always have. I always will. Got pink nails right now.
I've come to love it more as I get older. I'm kind of with Jess. Like I had an aversion to it for a long time when I was younger. I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting. As I drop more into my heart, become more authentic. I don't know. It's just like that heart chakra color, and the two together too with the pink and the green is pretty cool.
Yeah, I did take note of that. Of them both being heart chakra colors. So that didn't go unnoticed.
Matt doesn't like it,
and that's just like out of nowhere. When things pop out of nowhere like that, I take a closer look. So I've never had one of these. So yeah, I don't like pink either. I'm trying. I'm like I said, I wear my pink shoes.
Me too. Yeah. I never liked brown as a kid, and now I love brown and all shades of it. But like I hated it as a kid. So whatever. We adjust, right?
Yeah. I feel like looking further into the ruby zeolite stone meaning might be something, just because
definitely.
And I've never even heard of it, and I work with crystals a lot, and I was just like, oh, interesting. That is a brand, like one that I've never, of all the, I don't know. So although it was random, it was probably not random, and so I just wanted to pop that on there.
Yeah.
I find myself pretty tuned into the collective lately. So like if something's resonating for me, I feel like I'm probably not the only one.
For sure.
One of the rings I've been wearing since the Scorpio full moon is my rhodochrosite.
Ooh, that's pretty.
So that's one way to wear it without really like wearing it as clothing. Is in jewelry.
It's a nice accent.
And bracelets. Yeah. And that's such a beautiful stone. I love the stone so much.
That's a little more expensive.
The website I got this from was not, which is nice.
Amazing.
I think it's my only piece.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yep.
I had earrings and a necklace when I lived in Colorado. They were given to me as a gift, actually, when I was leaving a restaurant that I worked for. They gave it to me. I was a manager there to like wish me good luck when I went to start working at Colorado Coalition for the Homeless. And they were so sweet and awesome. And I was just really starting my spiritual awakening and journey then. And I didn't know anything, but I was wearing them on my ears and my neck for a couple years. I think I still have the earrings, but I lost the necklace one night.
That's
it happens.
Because it's a little bit more rare than like a rose quartz would be something that most people would think of when you'd say pink stone, but that one's a little bit more, special. Not that I didn't mean that any crystals are not special. Sorry, guys.
They're all special for different
things. Crystals all over my desk. I'm like, sorry, babies.
So do I. I just don't have any of the ones that the cards have corresponded to just yet. But when one pops out that I have sitting here with me, I will, for sure.
You want me to pull you a crystal card?
Sure. Thank you.
Okay. I got lapis.
Ooh.
Oh, I love lapis.
Look at how deep blue that one is.
Dreamy.
Oh, and the copper. It looks like the night sky.
Yeah. I love when there's like the yellow gold like threads. Prophetic dreams, releasing anger, serenity, and grace. You've been dreaming?
I love that. Oh my God, they've been crazy off the charts.
Yeah. You've been dreaming.
Yeah.
And then releasing. Do the dreams are like releasing things?
Sometimes, yes. Lately, they've been some processing of some things. Yeah.
I love it when we can do that at night when we're sleeping. It's like it frees up the daytime mental state.
Yes.
I always ask for help at night. I'm like, I just can't handle this. Can I wake up with a better idea? And it always works. It's cool.
Yes, it does.
It does.
Yeah, it does. So lapis, I don't have any in my immediate surroundings, but when I first started on my intuitive development journey, one of the things where I started was like a bag of chakra crystals and meditation. And that was just like bare bones where I started and showed up consistently for doing and combining the two. And the first stone I ever worked with for my third eye was sodalite because it was more gentle. But then when I was ready to kind of upgrade the experience and open it some more, I started working with lapis. And it was just incredible. When I used to meditate with lapis, just the colors that I would see in my third eye and just like the expansion, it just always reminded me of the galaxies and stars exploding and that kind of thing. So I love working with that stone so much. And it's just like a level up from the ones that are a little bit more gentle if you're just starting out. So
that's
really,
awesome.
really cool.
That came out. I feel a huge Egyptian connection to the lapis.
Yes.
And I
too.
feel like they probably also would pop it, right? Like, I just feel like you were probably doing something that you had done like a few thousand years ago. Like, I'm getting that vibe. Yeah. Something like that.
Yep.
You Egyptian
and Beth said she loves azurite. Yeah, azurite's a beautiful one too. Yes. I was thinking about that. Just, thoughts behind what I was talking about as far as the Egyptian connection too.
They knew what was going on.
Oh, they sure did. They wear stones all the time. And I think they used to grind lapis up and make blue eye makeup out of it.
That's what they would make their eye makeup with. Yeah. Like, can you imagine just wearing ground up lapis on your face?
Lit.
Yeah.
Yep. And for it being that abundant in that part of the world to be able to do that.
Just the land itself.
Let's get back to that crystal makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amethyst.
I want an amethyst bathtub, I decided.
Oh, that'd be so
I've seen pictures of those.
That's my life goal at this time.
We should just create a bathhouse. That'd be fun.
That would be pretty cool.
Go get some Reiki and a bath. At Taj Mahal.
We got our mermaid joining us. Hello, mermaid in the mountains.
Hey, Lex.
Would you like a card? If you would, let us know.
I'm pulling her a crystal card anyway because I feel like that's, more general.
Ooh.
Good old black tourmaline. Actually, I have this stuff everywhere, all the time. Every freaking where. Protective, anxiety relief, aura cleansing, self-belief.
Beautiful.
Get yourself a chunk of that. Although you probably have some because we know about this. This is like toolkit shit right here.
Oh, yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, it is every freaking where. It's in my car. It's in my purse. It's right here on this desk. It's on that desk. It's in the bedroom. Yep. It's in the living room, dining room. Freaking yes. Also, for me, snowflake obsidian, I do a lot of.
That's what's one that I have.
I love that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, one of the root chakra tumbles in that first chakra set that I got was black tourmaline.
Yeah, sometimes I just leave a chunk in like a pocket of a coat. It's just in there. And so next season I'll put the coat back on and it's already set to go.
Yep. It's like, all right, got my stone.
My rocket pocket.
No further prep needed.
Yay.
She has one in her pocket.
Right on.
Perfect.
Good. Get 3 more.
Yeah, right. Put them all over.
Yeah. Let's make some black tourmaline eyeshadow.
Dope.
Ooh. I love that.
Smoky eye. Bring that shit to a different level. I'm swearing a lot today. Sorry. Okay.
Hello. Freedom of speech here at Sea Goddess.
True.
So we had Indigo Roses join us. Hello, Indigo Roses. I love that name.
Yep.
It's lapis lazuli and roses. Like, how perfect for the discussion. She would like a reading. So I think, Jess, you're up next in the
Sure.
in the turns, and you've been
All
pulling
right.
for everyone anyway. Keep going.
Rolling.
Animal deck first. Oh, the frog. Purification. Clear out the clutter. So this can always mean like clean out your closet, clean out your junk drawers, clean out your all the things, and you'll feel better because you always will. You know, your Tupperware cupboard, whatever. But this, I think, is internal as well. Things that you just don't need to put your energy towards. You know, people that you don't need to spend time thinking about. Stuff. I feel like there's stuff that's just not your responsibility and not your problem, really, that you put mental energy towards, that this could be speaking to. And sometimes when it's hard to clear out the mental clutter, start by clearing out some physical clutter. Because as you clear out the physical clutter, the mental clutter will kind of follow suit. It's just setting up a physical environment for your mental environment to follow. If you can't like just get there, you know, right away. That would be me. That's me. And then we also got Dragonfly. You know who you really are. Also says illusion under there. And maybe a bit of people pleasing or like making decisions that are better for other people versus what you truly want. Kind of feels like a bit. So this will come with this. Like, start clearing out the physical clutter. It'll help clear out your mental clutter, and then you'll start to realize more who and what is getting mental energy, emotional energy, that perhaps doesn't deserve it, or you know, it could be going back in towards yourself or other places that would be more productive. And I'll get a crystal card. Ooh, these are so fun. Carnelian. Self-trust, relationship rejuvenation, powers of concentration, and healing from abuse. Wow, that's a chunker there, Urs. Wow, it looks a lot like the one in the card, that one. I like how it's lighter, how yours is lighter and darker, because sometimes it's just one color, you know? But carnelian has a lot of different shades. That's one of Aries stones, which we had just moved out of. Self-trust, yeah. Powers of concentration. So powers of concentration, I feel like, ties into these two cards. So if you have any carnelian, maybe pop that in your pocket or meditate on an image. If that helps. Oh, it makes sense. Good. Yeah. The Egyptians know what's up. They do. And I love your profile picture too. Is that like the seated woman in the, is that Mary Cassatt? I think. Anyway, I love her. The seated woman with the parasol. Yeah, just take stock of where you're putting your mental energy. Clear out the clutter. Clear out a junk drawer. Maybe. and then like while you're doing that, you'll I find that when I do like mundane tasks like that take a little bit of doing, like my mind ends up quieting, even though I'm looking at a drawer full of junk. Like the more I clean it out, the more my mind just kind of settles down. It's almost like a meditation, junk drawer meditation. Maybe I could invent that, but you know what I mean. Maybe. Start with the physical space. Your emotional and mental space will follow, and get a piece of carnelian to help. Maybe.
Mhm.
Thanks for being here. It is definitely a crunchy time still, so just rolling with it.
Yeah. And carnelian resonates with the sacral chakra, which is our creativity and sexual center. So there could be something there as well that came up, including the messages of the cards too.
Dope. Jess, will you pull me a crystal card and then I'll pull like a rose card for everyone or something?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, boo. Who wants to play this week?
Oh, nice. Fluorite.
Ooh.
I know you got tons of that. Ooh, look at that purple. I love that. I love it when it's all the colors into one. Yeah, so nice. It says personal protection, getting organized, aura cloak, and cooperation.
Oh, I love that for me right now.
Jeez, that's really pretty.
Yeah, it is.
I want that particular piece.
Seriously.
I have a nice big fluorite heart on my dining room table. It's right next to a big old sodalite too. I like that stone. It's like mine looks like it reminds me of like what the earth looks like. Just because it's got the green and yellow running through that particular piece.
And it's our sea goddess crystal.
Fluorite.
It's in our energy cleansing spray. If y'all don't have our energy cleansing spray yet that Ursula makes, there it is. It's incredible. I was like, mine's in my purse. Shit. It's incredible. I spray it all the time. Ursula knows I go through it like a champ.
Me too. I do one almost.
Ursula, do you want to tell everybody what's in it and how they can buy it?
Yeah, so it's actually right on our website under our shop tab. There's two parts to that page, and one is the aromatherapy shop. And oh, man, put me on the spot with that one. So there's
What's
water. There's
yeah.
There's thanks, Jess. Would you please? I have some behind me.
Yep. White sage, filtered water, pink Himalayan salt, essential oil of vetiver, which is my personal favy. Neroli, that one too. That's an Egyptian thing, I think. Well, I first heard of neroli when I went on a journey with freaking Queen Nefertiti. But anyway, so sweet orange oil, hoe wood, Palo Santo, and so I always get this wrong. Ylang. How do you say it? Ylang.
Ylang.
You say both?
Ylang.
Oh, you say the Y. Ylang. So,
and I just say lang lang.
White sage, filtered water, pink Himalayan salt, vetiver, neroli, orange sweet, hoe wood, Palo Santo, and ylang.
And then the crystals
of fluorite, amethyst, and green aventurine.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I spray this every single day.
Yep, me too.
I have one in the car too, and when I sprayed it, and a little one that I look after whenever I sprayed it, and he said, "That smells like the best shower ever."
Aww.
I love that
story. I'll never forget that. I'm like, it is, buddy. You don't even know. You have no idea how good of a shower that is.
Yeah. Energy
I'll
cleansing
spray my car with it when we're on the way to school. I'm like that. Now you'll have a great day.
Oh, thank you. They're so nice for when you can't use smoke.
Yeah.
A lot of places in your dorm room or in your car, like you don't want to drive around with a lit sage stick. So, it's just nice, a nice alternative, especially if you have a smoke allergy or something like that, or if it just bothers you. So that's why I created that. And it's also based on the business birth chart. So there's oils selected in there based on the birth chart for Sea Goddess. So, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Indigo answered your question about the artist.
Thank you. Oh, the Monet. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Love it. Yes, if you haven't been to our website yet, check it out. We have all kinds of cool things that will support you on your journey, that Ursula makes, that Jessie makes custom organite. If you haven't checked that out, it's dope. Here's my mermaid tail. I always have that right here. But we have all kinds of different pieces and things. And
I love the show and tell.
Right? Wi-Fi, cell phone radiation, EMFs, all kinds of different things. So get your orgone. It's going to help your cows. And we have upcoming classes. Shadow Twerk, we mentioned that. Shadow Twerk's coming up on Wednesdays for 4 months. We're going to do it. It's going to be awesome. This will be our 5th round, 6th round. Something like that. So it's awesome. And then we're going to be releasing lots of workshops. And as always, you can work one-on-one with Jessie. She's offering oracle card, energy reading, and mediumship reading, all kinds of her custom organite and different things. Ursula's got astrology readings and services and aromatherapy. You can check out some angel therapy with me. I do conscious transformational coaching and intuitive ascension guidance, which is basically life coaching with the support of the angels. And we pull cards, and it's some of my clients describe it as a massage for your soul. So all of us would love to hold space with you. And then what I'm going to do is pull us a rose card for today. Roses.
And Urs and I will be putting together a supplemental dragon class to close out the first one we did at the beginning of the year of eclipse cycle, not just this past one. We did one in November. And so that's in the works too. I know that there's some dragon peeps. And then also before that card, I just wanted to put, this fell out. The
cool.
Card.
Yay!
I was shuffling and it flew out and I was like, okay, just have to pop that on there. Because that's like, what? Anyway, service, contentment, healing, emotional wounds, renewal of passion.
Aww.
I guess rhodochrosite's a thing.
It's such a beautiful stone.
Right. Now, rose colored.
Very cool. Yes. We'll hop in our pink theme. Roses. We all need to know most today. What message would you like to pass? Trust the seasons, embracing change, cycles of life, transition, growth. Healing's kind of just another word for change, and it's a time right now to trust in our seasons. You know, it's allergy season in the north. So many people are dealing with that. So many things are in bloom, and at the same time, just because everyone and everything around you is in bloom doesn't mean you have to be either. It's so important to trust your inner seasons and what's happening for you. That's where Ursula comes in a lot, because we're all so set up differently, especially, and it's, you know, there's a cosmic star map around it and how and why. So trust your inner seasons, trust whatever's letting go, trust whatever's wanting to sprout or grow, trust, and especially take a look at yourself and see what needs to be fertilized or nurtured to help you get through your season. I love that one for us right now. Trust the seasons.
That's beautiful.
Cool.
It really is.
Well, this was a really nice first YouTube live.
Yeah. And we'll keep posting and sharing and reminding everybody to come here. But also, too, if you can't make it live, you're welcome to send us a question and we'll answer it for you. And then you can catch the replay, which is another cool way. If the timing doesn't work for you on Tuesdays at 11:30, then just email us at seagoddesshealingarts@gmail.com. And we will answer your question. And then you can catch it, you know, at a later date or when you have the time to actually watch the recording, which is cool. So do you all mind if I share the tarot card of the week?
Please do.
So I subscribe to Biddy Tarot, which I love. Bridget's explanations are just really succinct and comprehensive, but also just like spot on as far as the cards, reading them in upright order, but also reverse. And she has all those for every key and card of the tarot on her website for free, which is pretty cool. And I just like her perspective. So the card for this week, which comes out every Sunday if you subscribe to her email list, is every Sunday that comes out. And the one for this week is the key, the Chariot, which was so in alignment with the energies and that forward momentum that we're now getting and gaining back after everything. And excuse me, it's key number 7. And this is the description that she put for it. This is a sign of encouragement. The Chariot is all about willpower, determination, and strength. You're making decisions that are in alignment with your values, and now you are taking action on those decisions. You've set your objectives and now are channeling your inner power, determined to bring them to fruition. When you apply discipline, commitment, and willpower to achieve your goals, you will succeed. This isn't the time to be passive and with the hope that things will work out in your favor. You need to take focused action and stick to the plan, no matter what challenges may come your way. You may find that you are being pulled in opposite directions and your strength and conviction tested. But remember, the chariot is asking you to draw upon your willpower and hone in on what's essential to you so that you can push past the obstacles in your way. Ask your tarot cards, how do I overcome obstacles? So I just love that message coming out, the week of the Taurus New Moon and all the things that I wrote about and discussed in the Astro-Weather check. So that was just really supportive and a nice message with the energy.
I love that one.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You're so welcome. So just a reminder, the new moon is tonight at 11:22 p.m. Eastern here on the East Coast. So we won't see it until sunset tomorrow, but it's just packs a punch. It's really potent, and I hope that everybody gets inspired by everything we discussed today to work with it. Maybe even if you do an altar, put some crystals in there, put some roses. Like, it's really cool to just pull in the energy of the physical world in Taurus season, and anything that's just sensual or of the earth is really nice to kind of infuse into that too. So yeah, good, beautiful one to work with right now.
I love Taurus season.
Me too.
Birthday girl coming up.
It's so good. I feel like really calm usually during Taurus season because everything is just like real and tangible and like how Taurus is too, right?
And more grounded too, coming off the chaotic feeling it during Aries season, because that energy usually for me is just like utter chaos, and it was just like amplified with everything in the last couple months.
Oh, so. Yes. Yeah. Agreed.
Yep. So we're going to close out for today.
Okay.
All right. So just thank you everybody for joining live, and hello to everybody. If you're catching the replay, we'll send it out and post it. And just remember, we'll be back next week, live streaming only on our YouTube. And we invite you to subscribe if you do, and check all notifications. You'll get a reminder half hour before we start. And we'll be seeing you next week, hopefully. And happy magical goddess rising new moon to everybody. And till next time. Bye.